There are 3 things you can do this week that will keep ticks off your yard, off your pets, and off your skin. And the cheapest version costs less than $5 and keeps working year after year. You'll learn the store-bought spray that pest control companies actually respect, the $4 homemade recipe that uses the exact same active ingredient as the $30 version, the one-time landscaping move that turns the edge of your property into a wall ticks can't cross, and a 1-second trick with a roll of duct tape that stops them from ever reaching your skin in the first place. This matters more than it used to. Tick populations across North America are at the highest levels on record. The CDC reports Lyme disease cases have tripled in the last 15 years. And there's a newer one most people still haven't heard of, alpha-gal syndrome, a tick bite allergy that makes you violently allergic to red meat and dairy for the rest of your life. One bite from a lone star tick. That's it. There are now over 450,000 suspected cases in the United States alone. Here's the part that should stop you. A single female deer tick lays between 2,000 and 6,000 eggs in her lifetime. If you see one tick on your property, you don't have one tick. You have a colony in waiting. And here's what nobody tells you. Ticks don't live in short grass. They live in leaf litter, shaded fence lines, wood piles, and the transition zones where your lawn meets the woods. Mowing your lawn does almost nothing. The mistake everyone makes is treating the lawn instead of the perimeter. Here's the part that changes everything. Western red cedar contains a compound called thujone and another called plicatic acid. When ticks crawl across cedar oil or cedar wood, those compounds disrupt their respiration through the spiracles, the tiny breathing holes in the side of their body. They dehydrate and die within hours. They don't just leave, they cannot survive contact with it. This is the same mechanism that has kept cedar chests moth-free for 200 years. It works on every species of tick, deer ticks, dog ticks, lone star ticks, brown dog ticks. The pest control industry has known this for decades. It's why the most expensive professional tick treatments are cedar oil based. And it's why you can replicate them at home for less than 1/10 of the price. The fastest option, if you don't want to mix anything yourself, is Wondercide. It's a cedar oil and sesame oil concentrate you spray on your lawn perimeter, fence lines, and around the base of your deck. It works. A 32-ounce bottle runs about $29 and covers roughly 5,000 square feet. You reapply every 2 to 4 weeks during tick season. That's the convenience tier. Pay $30, point, and spray. You can grab it at most hardware stores, Tractor Supply, or online. If your local store doesn't carry it, any cedar oil-based yard spray works the same way. Read the back of the bottle. The only ingredient that matters is cedarwood oil. Everything else is filler. Now, here's where it gets good. If you don't have access to Wondercide, or you want the same protection for a fraction of the price, you can make the recipe yourself in 3 minutes. The active ingredient in Wondercide is cedarwood essential oil, and you can buy a 4-ounce bottle of pure cedarwood essential oil for about $12. That same 4 ounces makes over 16 batches of tick spray. The recipe is 1 tablespoon of cedarwood essential oil, 1 cup of distilled water, and 1 tablespoon of witch hazel or unflavored vodka. The alcohol acts as an emulsifier, so the oil and water stay mixed instead of separating in the bottle. Shake it before each use. Pour it into any spray bottle. Spray your yard perimeter, your shoes before walking into the woods, your dog's collar, never directly on cats because they metabolize essential oils differently, and your pant legs before yard work. Each batch costs about $3 to $4. One $12 bottle of cedarwood oil lasts an entire tick season for an average yard. That's roughly 70% cheaper than the store-bought version for the same active compound. Store the mixed bottle in a cool, dark cupboard. Direct sunlight breaks down the cedar oil and weakens the spray. Reapply every 2 weeks during peak season or after heavy rain washes it off. And here's the part where you stop thinking about ticks for years at a time. The spray, store-bought or homemade, still requires you to reapply every few weeks. There's a one-time investment that creates a permanent tick barrier around your property and doesn't need reapplying for years. Cedar wood chips, not the cheap dyed mulch from the big box store. Actual Western red cedar chips, sold by weight, at any landscape supply yard for around $40 to $60 a cubic yard. You lay a 3-foot wide band of cedar chips along the entire perimeter where your lawn meets the woods, your fence line, or your garden edge. 3 inches deep. That's it. Ticks crawling from the woods or the neighbor's yard have to cross that band to reach you. They can't. The thujone plicatic acid in the chips kills them before they make it across. The Connecticut Agricultural Experiment Station ran a study on cedar mulch barriers and recorded an 88% reduction in tick populations within the protected zone. One application. Years of protection. You replenish a thin layer every 2 to 3 years as the chips break down. For a quarter-acre property, you're looking at roughly $150 in cedar chips for a barrier that costs nothing to maintain. And here's a side door. Call your local tree service. arborists pay to dump cedar chips at landfills. Most will deliver a full truckload to your driveway for free if you catch them on a job day. People have built entire perimeter barriers for the cost of a 6-pack handed to the crew. That's your forever fix. Now here's the bonus that costs almost nothing and protects you the second you step into the yard. You've probably seen a roll of it sitting in your garage right now. Duct tape, the wide, gray, classic stuff. Here's the mechanism. Ticks don't fall from trees, they climb. They sit on the tip of a blade of grass or a low leaf with their front legs out, waiting to grab onto anything that brushes past. Once they're on you, they crawl upward looking for warm skin, ankle to calf to knee to thigh. Almost every tick bite happens above the ankle and below the waist, because that's the climbing zone they target. So before you step into tall grass, leaf litter, or anywhere in the woods, take a strip of duct tape and wrap it around the top of each sock, sticky side out. 1 or 2 bands thick. That's it. The ticks that grab onto your shoe and start the climb hit the sticky band first. They get stuck. They don't reach skin. And when you come back inside, peel the tape off, fold it sticky side onto itself, and throw it away. Ticks and all. It costs about 3 cents per ankle. It works 100% of the time because there's no chemistry to dodge. They're physically glued in place. Pair this with the cedar oil spray on your shoes and pants, and ticks have to clear 2 barriers before they can ever reach you. They don't. So here's the protocol. If you want fast and easy, grab Wondercide and spray your perimeter every 3 weeks. If you can't find it, or you want the same protection for a fraction of the cost, mix 1 tablespoon cedarwood essential oil with 1 cup distilled water and 1 tablespoon witch hazel, done in 3 minutes. If you want a permanent fix, lay a 3-foot wide band of western red cedar chips along every edge where your lawn meets the wild, and call your local tree service if you want a truckload free. And every time you walk into the yard during tick season, wrap a strip of duct tape around each ankle, sticky side out. 4 layers of defense, almost no cost, and ticks lose every round. Thanks for watching. Share this if it helped. See you in the next one.